The Trinamool Congress's Kolkata Municipal Corporation Education Department dropped a bombshell, one that stripped away any remaining pretense of secular governance in Bengal. The directive was explicit. Eid-ul-Fitr holiday will be for 2 days and there will be no holiday for Vishwakarma Puja on 17 September 2025 as 1 day from its allocated holiday has been adjusted to extend the Eid-ul-Fitr holiday. Let that sink in. The Mamata government didn't just expand Eid holidays, it did so at the direct cost of a Hindu festival. Why? On whose demand? And why did the government bend over backwards to comply without a second thought? What's going on in Kolkata? The outrage was immediate and unrelenting. Rightly so, because Hindus saw right through this blatant appeasement and communal bias. Panicked by the backlash, the KMC scrambled to roll out a so-called clarification, a clarification so pathetic it's not even worth the paper it's printed on. Their feeble damage control statement claimed that the order was issued without approval from the quote-unquote competent authority. Now stop right there. We're supposed to believe that an official government order adjusting religious holidays, something that directly impacts millions of people, was issued without competent sign-offs, without oversight, without anyone noticing. Who drafted it? Who approved it? Who disseminated it? If there was no official approval, then how did the order bear an official stamp? Look at that. Or are we now pretending that official directives just materialize out of thin air? And then came the Trinamool Congress's most laughable excuse of all, quote-unquote typographical mistake. Well, since when do entire holidays vanish due to a typo? What kind of typo casually extends one religious community's holiday while erasing another religious community's holiday? Did someone's hand accidentally delete Vishwakarma Puja holiday while accidentally extending it for Eid? What an astonishingly convenient slip of the fingers. Now let's be clear here, this was not an accident, this was a trial balloon. A calculated test to gauge the levels of Hindu resistance. Would anyone notice? Would anyone protest? Would Hindus once again passively swallow an open assault on their traditions, on their rights? Predictably, when the heat became unbearable, the Mamata government defaulted to its tried and tested tactic, throw a nameless bureaucrat under the bus. Now, the KMC claims that quote-unquote necessary action is being taken against the officer responsible for the lapse, unquote. But what about the chief minister? What about the ministers? What about the political party? How convenient. Some low-level officers will now be sacrificed at the altar of political expediency in Bengal while the real masterminds continue their business as usual. And here's the real question. If this was a mistake, will Vishwakarma Puja now be restored? Or is this just a tactical retreat before the same decision is quietly imposed again later? Because let's not pretend we can't believe this was an error. It seems completely like it was a pre-planned agenda.